Welcome to Japan, and this is our friend's farm, Ramo Farm, Naoki, paddy field, black bean, and also indigo plants. So today we're gonna share a bit about the process of harvesting indigo plants and also the drying process. So first, we are here now in this indigo plantation here, me, Bob, and also Naoki, three of us. So this is the plant that is already been growing the second batch, and we are harvesting it for the second time here. And you can see it's quite easy to harvest the indigo plant, and they grow very big and healthily. And they look a little bit like Thai sweet basil from far. But when you look closely, they are much more bigger and wider. So this indigo plant is a different species from where they used to grow in Thailand or even India. So in Japan, they use this type of indigo plants. So look at that. After harvesting, we just put it on the top to let it dry. And later, they will start to turn to blue. As you can see, after 10 or 15 minutes, the oxidation process is happening and they start to turn to blue instead of brown. Continue harvesting for the indigo plants here. And you can see this is a small patch of indigo plantation where we're focusing on 6 rows, and while Naoki is continue trimming, weeding the grass for the black bean plantation just beside the indigo plant. So you can see how we harvest and dry it, and this is the oxidation process. They start to turn beautiful blue color. So continue harvesting all the indigo plants and put it on the top to let it dry, and it is very important to dry immediately. And you can see all these indigo plants that are drying up here are waiting for the process where we will go to the second process of flipping it over. So now it's already after a few more hours and they start to turn to all blue. And another day we'll start to flip it over. Now I'm checking the condition of the indigo plants here, and you can see on the bottom part are still very green, and it's important to turn it over so that they can dry evenly. So the drying process is also easy for the collection too. So now Naoki and 2 of us, Pop and me, we are flipping all over, and in just short period of time you are able to do that. So now flipping over, spread it out and let the green parts of the indigo leaf dry under the sun. So it's quite easy process where after harvesting you just dry under the sun, and easy for us to collect and also carry it to the car. If not, the indigo leaves will be bulky and heavy. So that's why Naoki wanted to try this method, drying under the sun immediately and carry it to the car later. So you can see this beside this indigo plant, we have another batch of plants that ready to harvest for another week. So now Naoki is collecting all the indigo leaves that already dry after the second day, and we put it on a piece of cloth, easy for us to carry to the truck. So this is how we do it. We carry and put it on a cloth and collecting it and get it ready to take it to the truck. So bit by bit, batch by batch, we collect it together. So we have total 6 rows here. So we need to collect all the indigo plants and then we'll dry the whole batch. So from all these indigo plants, probably we can only get 40 kilo of the harvest. So this is the way that we carry. It's so easy and easy to carry when it's dry. I can imagine if it's a fresh leaf, it will be much harder. So because of this plot of plantation, there's a lot of wild boar around who like to eat the beans and also the rice. So that's why we have a little bit, a small part of it, we have the electric pole around. And here we are, finishing the last batch of the indigo plants and getting ready to go. So I really like the Japan small truck. It's so cute and easy to drive. And now Pop is driving it all the way to the next station so that we can continue to the another process. So here we are on the next station where we're gonna do some trimming and drying process. So it is very important to separate the leaves and the bark to produce a good quality sukumo, where it is involved a natural fermentation process to get a quality sukumo. We have been learning with a master and get to know that the leaves quality and the bark will produce a different color during the fermentation process. So this is so cute that we're using the wind and a simple cutting machine, trimming machine that will separate the leaves. So the lighter part of the leaves will fly slightly further, and the bark, which is more, and the stem, which is more heavy, that will drop down immediately. So now we have to continue with this process where we have to separate the leaves and the stem. This is a cute way where we're gonna do it. And after the first process, and we're going to go to the second process, continuing separating with the fan beside. And look at it. It is very obvious that the stem and the leaves has been already separated. Of course, we would like to filter a little bit more so that we can maximize the leaves. And Naoki is sweeping the lighter part of the leaves, which is left only the leaves that will turn into a good quality sukumo. After a day of drying, it's time to move the lighter part of the leaves to the next destination. Because in Japan, they have a lot of typhoon every year, and this is a very big challenge for the farmer in Japan, especially in Naoki farm. They have a lot of rice and bean. It will get affected if the typhoon is around. And of course, the indigo leaves, after drying process, they are lighter, and when the winds come, they will blow it all off. So now Naoki and Pop is collecting the indigo leaves and bringing to another place where have less wind. So it's not easy to do it alone, and Pop has to carry it with Naoki to the truck and send it back to the part where we have shelter and less windy. It seems light, but it's actually quite heavy and bulky. So 2 persons do it together, it will be much more easier. And it's time to go to the next destination to continue the drying process and left the bark and the stem here dry. So after arriving the next destination with shelter and also less windy part, we will open up and also dry it again, so to make sure that it's 100% dry, not too much humidity, because this will affect the quality of the fermentation and also the sukumo. So now you can see Bob and Naoki is trying to spread the leaves off evenly, and also to make sure that the wind will not blow the canvas up. And use a heavy stone to press on it so that the typhoon, when it's coming, or the rain and the wind will not blow it away. Another day. It's time to check again the dry leaves, and it seems like dry quite well, and we need to spread it more off, and then they will be ready to keep.